running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all of season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Chapel Hill in beautiful Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home field of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Back to throw. It's Kelly. Tries the right with a quick throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On third down, he drops to throw. Just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
They'll kick it away here. The punt will bounce and go out of bounds at the 40. The offense sets up in plus territory. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense starts with a short field. Trying to find room. It's Irvin. Look out, room to run here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the Tar Heels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And now the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It's third down for the offense. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grabbed by the receiver. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Brown. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's an out route. The catch made. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Dropping back. It's Kelly. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit. He wasn't able to complete this pass.
Incompletion makes it second down and 10 from the 27. Caught on the outside. It's Dickey.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
Offense made in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on third down. Sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Well, hand it off. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The Dogs will crank up the tempo. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake on first down. He'll try a pass here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup.
He's in the clear. Crosses the 10. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Kelly. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught in the backfield. It's Dickey. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain.
At the 11-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. second down here. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Bringing pressure. Pass rush gets home.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got it. No problem.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Gonna run it. It's Irvin. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Back to throw. It's Manning. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, UMC. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. They'll test the right side here. A change of direction. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Knowshon Moreno. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
To the air, it's Kelly. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner out. So hard to cover this.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. He's running out of time here. Blitz and a quick sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Offense looking to throw the ball. Zips it down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Play action fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Now, you got to give the defense some credit on this one. They came out in dime with 6 defensive backs on the field to try to lock down all these playmakers with that much speed on the field. They were quick to jump on the quarterback when he decided to take it himself. Good play there by the D to set up this fourth down.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking to throw. It's Kelly. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Dickey. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Offense showing a bunch formation now. To throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They connect for 6.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Hand off to the back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking downfield. It's Manning. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. He'll throw it now. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the point after is good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Manning. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about
looking for a deep completion. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's another deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not. For picking up some good yardage on the return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so a 2nd and 3. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. This will likely be the last play of the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Don't you know, Buffy, you
The Bulldogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. Returner choosing to field this one. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. And there's a penalty marker down on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. Play action here on first down. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
First down now at the 47. One big play has gotten this offense suddenly near midfield. He's got room to run. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
There's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Dickey. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. To throw, it's Kelly. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Caught near the sideline. It's Dickey.
This is what you love to see from any quarterback. He's not forcing or predetermining where he wants to go with the football. He obviously wanted to get the ball downfield to a receiver, but nobody's open, so he got the ball to the running back out wide and does a nice job of picking up a first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Dickey. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. From the shotgun to handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. Exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kelly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The lead stays at 3 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He's got the first and still going. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Here we go.
Sticking with the running game. Brought down, but he's past the line of the game.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. They'll hand it off. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Here's a 1st and 10 play.
42 Spider. 4-5.
And here's the handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Morton. It's a quick grab. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. First down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Tar Heels lining up here on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the Tar Heels line up with a 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
See if they can convert the point after.
Kicker on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Kelly. Catch made on the out route. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Looking to chuck it again. And this pass is on target. Caught. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Dogs. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And he knocks through the PAT. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. There's the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. He escapes the pocket. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll hand it off. And the Tar Heels keep the football on the move.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
And the Tar Heels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Morton. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
It's an out route, the catch made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
High completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Tar Heels will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, the tight end grabs it over the middle. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got 1st and goal.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal.
Moves.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Touchdown, UNC. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Extra point.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. 1st and 10, not much time left. They need to find the end zone on this possession. Looking to throw. It's Kelly. The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Can the quarterback come through under pressure? Down a score late here in the fourth. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Dickey. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
So late in this 4-point game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the huge gain is negated as the officials spot a penalty. Tough for the offense to bounce back from that one. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Time running down. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Throws it to the right. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Leaning on the run game here. Fights through a tackle. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
They'll run it to the left. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. That was crucial. They're on something crazy. That should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go. Still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a two-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. On the run, it's Sticky. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. First down and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Kelly. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
At the 30. That's a first down for the offense.
So out comes the field goal kicker. If he makes it, this becomes a one-score game. This is to get it back to a one-score game. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And the coverage team brings him down as time runs out. That'll do it. Game over. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.